Back here on Live Impact News. Let's get to those weather headlines. Walker Lawson here. All right, Walker. I mean, it already feels sticky icky outside.
Yeah, it sure does. We're going to start off with the drought monitor because we actually just got the update in about
good.
30 minutes ago. So South Carolina very much remained unchanged for the most part. North Carolina, we did jog backwards. So we ended up on 3% exceptional drought. So exceptional drought has re-returned to the state of North Carolina, not what we want to see. Obviously, we went about 2 weeks with getting some decent rain, which helped. It's still not where the drought was when we first started seeing the worst of it. But some improvements were made over the course of the 2 weeks, and then now we backtracked a little bit. So we'll have to watch and see. Again, there's going to be some winners and losers in the next week for rain. I'll show you how much we're looking at. But weather impact alert today and tomorrow, that is for the heat. And like you said, it is hot, it is muggy. It is uncomfortable out there, and we've had this annoying bug. We've had this annoying bee.
What is this guy?
All morning.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, no. It doesn't love me. That's for sure. That's how you know it's hot. When you start seeing a yellow jacket swarming the camera nonstop.
It's the coolest. It's the coolest part of the near its nest.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Becca and I have been monitoring the yellow jacket.
That is hilarious.
At first, I couldn't tell if it was like a stink bug or what I was looking at.
Stink
But
bugs.
that's how you know it's summer, and it's officially summer in North Carolina. So warm one, that's what we now know. What's new is that we have the possibility of some strong storms tomorrow, but again, very isolated and scattered in nature. We're not going to be seeing this washout event. This will be a few storms here and there, so we'll track that for you. The hottest day of the year will be tomorrow, though. So current temperatures right now, 79 degrees already. It's already pushing 80 outside at 9 o'clock in the morning. Just to give some, to remind you, our average high this time of year is in the mid-80s. So the fact that it's already 80 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning tells you just how hot is going to get today. 77 in Lincolnton. Dew points, it's soupy. It's 71 in Charlotte. And how that translates to your current feels like temperature, it already feels like 82 in Charlotte. It already feels like almost 90 in Concord. It feels like 88 right now in Concord. So this is just a soupy atmosphere. It's air you can wear. Make sure that you're taking the time when you're outside. If you have to work outside, make sure you're hydrating yourselves. If you're getting ready to leave, heading into work, enjoy the AC in the car because it's going to be a hot commute. I would also find a pool if you could. Today the UV index is going to be an 11, so that is an extreme. If you're going to be outside tanning, I was originally thinking I would go home and swim laps to do some cardio outside, but I guess I need to put sunscreen on too.
Yeah,
yes, you do.
every day
Anyway,
on sunscreen.
I know.
Look at
I
us.
know.
Yeah.
I know. Every day. I'm one of those people that I run outside and I then run back inside. So I don't like being out in the heat like that. It's just not really for me. But burn time, it only takes 10 minutes when the UV is an 11. So make sure that you have the sunscreen, the hat, sit under some shaded areas, sunglasses, of course, because you can burn your eyes. I know some people that have burned their eyes from the sun. I know a lot of people don't think about that immediately. You just think about your skin when you go outside. We are going to be near record temperatures, though. So not today, really. 93 is the forecast high. The record's 100. Friday is the day we're going to have to watch. The record high is 98. We brought it down from 98 to 97 now for our forecast for tomorrow. So we'll see how hot it's going to get. That's going to depend on those storms moving through. I mean, how much cloud cover we might see, any of those rain probabilities, and how that might play into the temperature. So for the heat index, it's going to feel like 103 today. It will feel like 104 tomorrow. And that's the reason why we don't have a heat advisory issued specifically here in the Queen City. That's because for a heat advisory, you have to be up to 105 for a feel-like temperature. But we do have two counties in our viewing area, that's Anson and Richmond, that are under heat advisories today. Thankfully not having to deal with any extreme heat watch or warnings, but a heat advisory. So as I mentioned, we're going to be watching the possibility of some storms moving through tomorrow, and that's because we're going to have a cold front moving through the area. That if that cold front and those storms make it through, that might play a little bit of a role on us hitting that record high tomorrow or not. So we'll have to watch and see how widespread. For today, there is a minor or a low risk for the mountains for severe weather. Tomorrow, we have actually upgraded the risk of severe weather. We're now looking at a medium risk for the mountains and the foothills in the northwest Piedmont. Then you're looking at a low risk for Charlotte, and then of course the further south you get, that risk drops off. The risk for storms tomorrow, if you find yourself encountering a storm, damaging winds is what we're going to be watching out for. This has the potential for microbursts, so you're going to be looking at strong winds. If anything, that's going to be your primary risk going through tomorrow. We also have our first tropical development, so that we're discussing. There's nothing official, but this is just the first thing that we're watching in the tropics, so you know it's really summer when we're doing that. So we have an area of low pressure that will cross over the Yucatan, and once it gets into the Gulf of Mexico, it has only a 10% chance of development over the next 7 days, but still worth noting, it is the first thing that we are watching in the tropics thus far. So for your Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast, as we mentioned, weather impact alert 93 today, heat index up to around 102, 97 tomorrow, heat index 103. What we're going to have to watch for, again, is the possibility of storms and how that plays into our high temperature forecast. So we could get close to a record high tomorrow. The record high, again, is 98. We're forecasting 97. We'll be watching some storms, potential for damaging winds, but only a 30% chance. But once that cold front moves through, it knocks us down to 93 on Saturday, and you'll see temperatures finally falling back towards the average into next week with rain chances increasing. I want to go ahead and look at your rainfall forecast over the next 7 days. Since we started with the drought, I do kind of want to end with what we're looking at rain-wise. We could see around an inch over the next 7 days. Again, these are going to be hit or miss. There's going to be winners and there will be losers. This is not going to solve the drought problem, so it'll be interesting to see where we fall next week, of course, after we're dealing with really warm conditions these next couple of days. Very hot, very summer-like, and then we'll track the possibility of some showers and storms really increasing into next week with some cooler temperatures.
We're winning
here
in the Live Impact studio. It's cold.
I was like, are we winning? WCNC's winning.
We're winning here.
We're winning
on the stream
here. I mean, it's actually a lot warmer in here than it is in the studio. I was freezing in there.
Oh, yes, I heard.
Megan was wrapped in a blanket during commercials.
Well, I've got 2 blankets on my desk, and
I was like, it's a little warm in this studio.
That's the way it happens. Well, you have a pool, though.
I do have a pool. I'm going to swim some laps. I'm not running outside, not doing any cardio.
No. We're going to put on some sunscreen.
We are.
Every day.
Every day, put on sunscreen. And don't forget to wear sunglasses because you can burn your eyes.
Burn your eyes.